Coach, you want to start with an opening statement? You want to take questions?
Sure. Obviously happy to be here again. You know, got our season off to a pretty good start, starting 4-2, and got a big in-state matchup this weekend as we travel to Pitt. A little bit different for us this year, opening on the road. So we've already got a little bit of experience there, but excited to get after it this weekend and excited to be here at Bennett. I think in some areas we're ahead of schedule. Out of the 11 members of our team, 5 are freshmen, so we got a younger group. So in some ways we're ahead of schedule. In some ways I think we can see us getting better every day, which is something we're stressing with the team. And it's pretty cool. You know, you get into coaching, there's a lot of different aspects to it, and the on-court part and making your players better is probably the most enjoyable part. So we're working hard every day. We've got some areas that I know we'll be even better at this weekend going into Pitt. Doubles point's always going to be big. Thought we played really well doubles this past weekend, probably our best so far of the year. So looking to build on that.
You mentioned this freshman, obviously, a big freshman class. What have you kind of seen so far this last
You know, we've, excuse me, our lineup right now, we got a freshman at 1, a freshman at 2, and then a freshman either at 5 or 6. So it's a little bit different hopping in higher in the lineup. So I think they've acclimated to that well, been pretty comfortable in those roles. Give you an example, Gabby O'Gorman, who won her match against Marshall on Friday. The girl from Marshall beat the #1 player in our region on Gabby played on Sunday. On Friday night, beat the #1 player in the region. So really strong player, so it's good to see her step up there. And I think the team dynamic's been really good with the freshmen fitting in. We can kind of touch on that. We've got players from a lot of different areas, and they've meshed well together.
I mean, it's always an adjustment like year to year, just because our team's always so small. So, I mean, team dynamic is huge in tennis, because if the team doesn't get along well off court, you see it on court. So, I mean, we're all from different areas. I don't think 2 of us are from the same area or state, country. So it's kind of it's great because we've all gotten along really well and there's no real issues there. So it's great, the dynamic this year. So.
Kind of piggybacking on that, you know, we talk about the freshmen that we have, but we also have 4 seniors too. So we got some strong leadership from players that have been there, done that, and they've seen it. They've been able to kind of give some guidance and help some of the younger players along as well, for sure.
There's a lot of diverse rosters here, people from all over the world. What does that do for the team dynamic and how it
This for me? Okay. Well, I mean, it's different always because, I mean, there are a couple people when they first got here, you're like, what are you saying? But other than that, I mean, it's great because you just get different perspectives, and then there's experience from, say, Europe that kind of, some people in Asia don't have the same experience from people in Europe and, kind of like that. But it's great because you bring them all together, and we can kind of draw from each other's experiences.
You know, and tennis is such an international sport. If you think about it, you think about the Australian Open that just recently happened. You see players from all over the world. And a lot of our players, even the American players, they've traveled abroad. They're used to different cultures. They're used to having friends from different countries. I mean, I know you did quite a bit of traveling in the juniors. And so it's really, it's not abnormal for college tennis. And then, you know, our girls too will joke that once they graduate, they've got some cool places that they can go visit their friends. So.
In doubles? I mean, doubles, it's all about kind of chemistry with your teammates, and then kind of knowing where to move, knowing that your partner's got your back, knowing that you guys can move together as a unit on court. And communication's obviously important. So I feel like we're starting to move a lot better, like as a unit on court.
Is that a sign?
Maybe.
I don't know what that was.
But I mean, no, like personally, like with me and Shannon, we're like, I feel like, because I played one doubles last year for a good portion of the season, but like Shannon's having to like step up with me, and it's good because like we're starting to move together better, like as a unit on court. So I feel like pretty confident moving forward.
For you and Shannon, is that chemistry, is that something you guys really off the court, or is that something that you are just kind of being together?
Well, like personality-wise, like we get along great. Like we live together, and so it's kind of like game. Like I feel like a lot of the chemistry is actually just like with our game styles because we play very different styles, and so like what one of us does really well, the other like might not be as strong at, and vice versa. So it's like we complement each other's games pretty well. I feel like so I think that helps us on court.
Oh, thank you for having us.